I'm not sure if that's changed anything. It's now got a thing that says stop screaming. Streaming. I'm screaming internally. That's where the screaming is. Calm, collected sip of coffee, like this was all intentional. So I'm testing out a setup for streaming. Oh god, I am live. Oh no. So I'll see if I can hear myself. Is this going to crash it if I'm on my... No? Okay. I think I can hear myself. Or if I can hear me, you can hear me. So I don't know how this works. Like I said, I'm just testing a little setup. So I've got a little camera here with my nice little biscotti, which Emma made. She doesn't know I'm having. Sorry, my hat's on weird. I've got one ear out just in case someone rings on the doorbell. Nice coffee, obviously. Yeah. Okay. I'm seeing the issue here. I've got no place to put my hands. I've earmarked a little section here. I was making some... I don't know if it works even better on this one. Oh, it's not too bad. Actually, it focuses in. Maybe I need something like a little banner. It doesn't work. Better camera might be nice, actually. That might be something I'll invest in at some point. But I'm making a little Chaos Space Marine team. So even though he's got 2 knives and he's leaping, I used little raptor legs. He's actually a bolt gun. I think this might be a mistake. Anyway, I'm going to start the film just because that's what I was going to do anyway. Oh wow, that's loud. Hell's teeth. I'm going to turn that down a lot. Huh. This is where everything falls apart. So that's not working. I cannot start. This is films and models or something, whatever I decided to call it. Oh no, there again, it's working. Beautiful. Lance, you legend. I don't know who Carrie Henn is, but she's in Aliens as well. Have I gone past the bit where the aliens stuff in the beginning? Yeah, so I'm just gonna test this. I think it's just gonna be me watching this back. A Brandywine production. That sounds very Hobbity. Did anyone else notice that about Aliens? No, I'm not gonna Google it now. Go on that rabbit hole later. So yeah, I'm just testing this. Got my camera up here, looking down here for a little thing. I like this guy actually, my heavy. I followed Ben's recent advice from Battle Brother Gaming. Oh, Battle Brother Tactics. That's gonna be bad if I get that wrong. Battle Brother Tactics. I have to look that up now. Battle Brother Ben. Battle Brother. Yeah. Anyway, he knows who he is. You know who he is. And he's. Oh, I always liked the missile launcher, but I never had one modelled. I've always had the heavy bolter. I don't know why, or like it wasn't even that. It was like a Reaper order cannon or something. So. Yeah. So I went for a missile launcher and I made him a heavy dude. Give him a little Terminator body and a little messed up leg. He's got a little, not a club foot, Nurgle foot. That's the new thing, Nurgle foot. Yeah. He's got a big Nurgle foot. I did this thing, which I think is a las cannon, so I had to take off his teeth, otherwise the rocket would have come out and smashed directly on the teeth. Like this dude who's ridiculous. Won't even fit in frame, so he looks kind of small. I think it's the camera lens. I might have to get a different camera lens for this. This is one I filmed for the overhead views, so it's a bit messed up. Interesting. What am I doing? I want to turn you up. Yes. So I put a banner on his back, and I did put it on Reddit, and someone said you should save that for the icon bearer, and that's fair. That's more than fair. But I don't know what it is. Like I did with I built these guys to combat like my what you call, oh, is that auto focusing? That can't be. I don't have that good a camera. No, I didn't think so. It's like here. That's where he comes. That's the sweet spot. Although I'm not sure how big this is. So it was to combat him, and he obviously had his little banner pole. So I was like, well, this guy's gonna be like, move over, son. So he's got a massive banner pole. because it's all about size. He's just gone and bought himself the Ferrari of banner poles. Power Fist, Plasma. He's kind of salvaging. The whole idea about the team is that they salvage stuff. They've just found Ripley. Is this the second one? Oh yeah, they've just found her. I love this face on this dude. I don't know why. It came in the original Chaos Terminator set. And it's a class little... Damn, that's loud. Oh yeah, I know that. I'm going to have to turn you down. Because they're soaring her out of the little escape pod. And it's loud. So yeah, I gave him this little banner pole, added the kind of salvage stuff, and the initial ideas. I didn't want to buy any more stuff. I've got a ridiculous amount of... Like, I've got like 4 crates of kit bash stuff, which I clip off all the sprues. So I thought if I make an entire new team without buying any more stuff, because it's Christmas, you know, I can't really justify buying a whole load of stuff for me at Christmas. Got to buy stuff for all those, you know, mooks out there that want stuff. Selfish. But anyway, so I thought, salvaged. So I'm gonna have, the idea is that they're hunting down the Blood Angels. At least that was the idea, because I thought I had a lot of extra Blood Angel stuff. Ooh, just hit the camera. Bang. But I don't think I do, actually. So he's got a Blood Angel stuff on here, but then this guy's more nurgly. There's absolutely 0 Blood Angel. I could just like ramshackle some Blood Angel stuff on him. That feels a bit sloppy. Then I made this dude. Use my plasma gunner. He's obviously got the classic dead guardsman base that he's leaping from. I gave him little warp talon bases because I found a bunch of warp talons I got when I was into 7th edition. So I quite like the pose, makes him a bit more dynamic, and I given him a, I don't know, plasma incinerate, I think they're called. Oh, that see how wonky that. You won't be able to see it. That's a really wonky handle. Anyway, I have to snap that back in place, glue him. Oh, the founder. Wiping that glitter off. She looks decent for being dead for 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. Even the cat survived. I given him, I don't know, I quite like the mouth and the face, but I've scraped off the Thousand Sun symbol to give him a bit less of a Thousand Sunny look, but he still kind of looks it. But he doesn't look Blood Angel-y. And I made this guy, and again, he's looking a bit more Thousand Sunny, but I gave him a White Scar chainsaw, and I think now it's just going to be battles that they have gone to, and this guy's got nothing. I give him a Devastator's head, and I'm going to try and continue. I just did this one last night when we were watching The Witcher, and I need to continue this guy's little... They're not the nails, they're kind of whatever the Havocs have. The Havocs have these weird, like, cables. I'm just going to say weird cables. Not really weird, just cables. Nothing weird about a cable. But I'm going to continue them, kind of like the nails, and I'm going to put them somewhere. I might be quite cool to have them dreadlocky down the side, actually, like the Predator, coming down the back. Actually, that'd be really cool. I need to finish him off, but again, he doesn't look very Blood Angel-y either. So I think I'm oh no, I'll give him a Blood Angel backpack. That's it. You can see 1 cup and some Blood Angel stuff. I'm not sure if you would ever replace a backpack. Like, is it part of the torso? Presumably they can't take it off. Anyway, and then this is the most recent guy. And again, I wanted a bolt, and I'm realizing, just realizing now, I've not made an icon bearer. Damn. And this is my 6, isn't it? I might have to redo this guy then. Oh. I might have to redo this guy now. Do I make another one? I'm going to make another one because I've been enjoying making these. I've got some more Raptors legs. Yeah, okay. So I've not finished. I've already failed at this. But this seems... Oh, 57 years she's been asleep. Kind of sucks. I'm going to finish my biscotti. Feels like an upper class snack. Not too sure why. Dead air. I'm sorry. Oh. Camera's down. Ooh. Well, this is good to know that this sometimes happens. Press movie button to activate movie shoot mode. Oh, there you go. I guess it can be fixed. Oh, it's the dramatic scene where everything's slow motion. That's crazy. Okay. Well, this feels like it's going decently well. In terms of, I wonder if I can hear myself. Obviously, again, I didn't say anything about this being live. So I don't think there's anyone going to be there, and it's going to be something I re-watch later to see if I can do a live stream. Whether or not it's a format like this, like a hobby live stream. I tend to have some hobby days. Emma's working. So she's just acting jobs, so she's away at the moment. Well, this might be tricky. Can I get out of this seat to pick up stuff to hobby with? We'll see if this works. I'm still in the room. Oh, touch and go. Okay. He's still here. Okie dokie. Ooh. I'm being cheap, I'm not putting the heating on. The cat can come and find me if she's cold. Yeah, so I'm not too sure what the format is going to be. I tend to get a bit of hobby time and I'll put a film on. Or I'll watch a bit of hobby related stuff. I fancied watching a bit of horror. Not that Aliens is really horror, it's more of an action film. But I fancied watching something, and I thought, I've never live streamed, maybe I could try it and see if it would work. And in theory, I guess in theory it kind of would. So it might be something I can do. I might have to figure out how to do this camera a little bit better. Like, I've got a little section here which is in focus. If I move the camera over here, I might get a little bit more room, but I guess I can always put it there and be like, here's what's getting worked on. So I am going to have to do a brand new guy now holding an icon, which is not ideal. A really bad resolution picture of a daughter there that she's getting shown. I feel like for all the tech, they could have tried to improve that a bit. Right, raptor body. Decent looking pose, that's not a bad one. Would he be stationary? I feel like he might be stationary. If anything, it should be this dude, shouldn't it? Yeah, but he's already... That's a better pose for a banner bearer. If that arm is planting a banner there, you know what? I think that's better. I might just snap him off, and that's the banner guy. Gotcha. So I'm going to need some other legs to do him. Right. Right, I don't know how conducive to actually hobby in this setup is, so we'll give it a try. Ooh. How close can I get? Okay. Maybe I can lift you up a little bit. Get a little bit clearance. This is what the test's about. It's what this is all about, live. Boom. And I've seen the sausages are made here. That's my little grid. There we go. Nice. Okay, I can get in. That's a lot better. I don't think I'm going to do this the full length of the film. Just because I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm just going to do this for a little bit longer, so I get a nice test of how long this actually works for. So if it all of a sudden just starts breaking, I've been live for 14 minutes. Hell. That's a lot longer than I thought I'd be going for. That's what she said. But roast. Okay. See, you're mocking it now, everyone, but Ripley's not lying. It does have concentrated acid for blood, that's right. IQs have dropped rapidly for Ripley. I've got I've got, just so you know, I got 4 of these chock flock and full of bits. That's my bits box. Oh shit! Oh wait, where is it? There you go. So what was the last one? Treat. So this is a little. That's my little banners section. Read. I need a nice chaosy looking banner. None of these. I might just go for this. Yeah. Oh no, that's a bit corny, isn't it? Corny. No. That's a bit Slaneshy. I mean, it's literally the Slanesh symbol. Is that a corn symbol or is that just undivided? I feel like that's corn. I need a bone up on my... That's not a bad one, although it is very... Not bad, but it's very... like, bullhead. Actually, that's what I want to go for. I kind of want the same one that he's got. I feel like I've definitely got more than one of them floating around. So... going for one of these. This is very nurgly. Right, so I don't have one in here. But I definitely have one more because I had it out at one point. So this is the problem. How do I find one of them? Right. Making funny sounds. No idea where to find this little bit. It's hidden somewhere from me. I go for the Master Bits box. This has got everything in it. You have to go away over here. While this bad lad gets opened up. Dun, dun, dun. Read. Oh, that might be quite decent actually. Not what I was looking for, but like, what if you just had an icon bearer was just like a body, not a body, like a skull, not a skull, a skeleton. How wait, man, get it right. Like a skeleton in one of those little box things. That might be quite decent. That'd work, right? Chaos icons. Doesn't have to be that. I mean, that's a little old school. Actually, to be honest, he has to have a proper banner because his little buddies already got a pretty decently sized banner, and he's not even the icon bearer. So I do need some sort of decent looking icon. Oh, here he is, the guy from Red Dwarf, Captain Hollister. Which was the only reason he got this gig, I think. Oh, this looks decent. No. Right. I'm gonna not do the icon bearer right now, and I'm gonna do the green stuff that I was gonna do. Oh, hell. Oh, that's not a bad idea. If he had some sort of... Ooh. Hey. Some sort of... Yeah, that would be quite decent if he had like a little... So I don't know if we went down just then. Someone did just comment. I have no idea. I can't type back. So Mr. K... Oh, yeah, it's been years. I am a really bad hobbyist. Or a good hobbyist, depending on how you think about it. I buy a lot, and then I spent one evening, not one evening, about a million evenings, clipping all the spare parts from every sprue I had, and then Sweet. Okay, just confirmed I did for a split second go offline. I got an OBS disconnected thing. I guess this is what the test is all about. Probably should look over there. Yeah, I spent a while, so I got one of these decently thick, and I got 3 more, and they are just chock full. And it has been basically years and years and years of buying kits and then clipping all the bits off and keeping them, just so I could make. I like making kit bashes, so I've made some of these dudes recently. And the bits of like scourges, random bits. I like the Tac Marine kits, and these are like the funky Blood Angels team. That's all. I guess they're mainly assault intercessors and little random bits. But I do like a kit bash, so I keep every bit, so I can make random stuff. But I used to be into 7th edition, so I have like I think I had an Eldar a bit. Because my local group didn't have an Eldar player, and then I really like Nurgle, so I bought a whole load of Chaos stuff, and I've just got all the bits from all those Chaos kits, and then years and years and years and years of accumulated bits, basically. Right. Well, I don't know if you're still in the chat or if I'm still on, but I assume, since you've not said you can't hear me, that everything else is sort of working, which is quite nice. I think that's largely a successful test, because I didn't think anything else was going to work. There's my coffee. Looks quite nice and full, actually. It's not. That's good. That's good that it's working at least. Oh, nice! You can hear me. Spot on. I don't know how many people. I'm guessing it's just you in there. So how are you doing, Mr. I want to say Kai01, or yeah, I'm going to say Kai01. I don't know how else I would say that. How are you doing? How, like, you randomly found me, I guess. I think there's a massive delay, so I'm just going to continue randomly randoming. So I'm watching Aliens, and it's that little girl's just come on, who is very bad at acting and has the best line in the film, and it's delivered so poorly, but it's still the best line in the film. It's all I remember. Oh yeah, it's still the pop-up. They mostly come at night. Mostly. That line. Nice. I'm hoping the audio is nice. I've got this little mic here, but it's a condenser mic, so it picks up loads of stuff. Ooh, terrible. That's gonna sound weird. Mostly. Yeah, you've seen it as well. Nice. It's such a badly delivered line, but it's still the best line in the film. That and Game Over, man. Mostly. Yeah, she's terrible, and she makes the film. Chunky boy. I really like him, but I don't know how I'm going to paint them yet. I've still got a mixture of like painting paralysis on these guys at the moment. So I've zenithal this guy. I was going to do like a non-metallic metal silvery grey, blue-grey on them. So not like World Iron Warriors, because I'm not going to have the chevrons. No idea. We'll see. I still need to find out what icon bearer I'm going to do. That's right, Ripley. Don't want you to go back out there. Shocking. Shocking. Oh dear. Okay, how long have we been going? 24 minutes. I've no idea why we stopped, but I guess when I look it back, I'll see why it stopped. And that will be interesting. It's actually funny you'd ask. So I was speaking to Ben, Battle Brothers. Oh, I'm going to find out what his name is because I'm getting it wrong, but I think it's Battle Brother Tactics. On Discord, Battle Brothers Tabletop. I feel really bad. Battle Brothers Tabletop. And he's asked a few times how long it takes. So I actually started timing myself. Like, random setup. So the game takes a little bit longer than normal, especially if you're playing someone who's not recorded before. So I think I had this when I played Phil once. Like you got to leave the dice, you got to roll the dice and then leave them for a beat, so it's not like, because people tend to, well, depending on who you play, they roll and then they go 2-1 and then pick them up straight away. But you need to roll them and let them lay for a little bit, just so you can get a decent enough shot. So it does take a little bit longer actually filming, and then every now and then I'll interrupt the play to take like a little shot, a little glamour shot. Need the other one. So I'm going to time myself editing, because I think people are most interested in how long the post-production takes, and part of me doesn't want to know, because like I've got a job where I work from home. It's my work laptop, so I kind of sit here, so in between I can just randomly do little bits and pieces if I'm on break or anything like that. So it doesn't feel like ages, but if I'm actually timing myself this time, it might be ages. The most time sync of it all, so for example, it took me, the shots where it pans over the team, that takes about 4 minutes to get the camera to whoosh, whoosh. So I do all those little extra bits, but I'm getting a lot quicker at it. But yeah, the post-production, I don't know. Doing the voiceover takes a while, just because I share an office with Emma over there, so I can't do that if she's working. We've got a very noisy cat, so she's not very helpful. So yeah, I'm going to time it so that I can definitively answer, and I'm going to send. I'll let everyone know how long it actually takes me, the embarrassing amount of time it takes me to edit. I'm glad I'm doing it now after I've had a lot more experience, because I think in the beginning my first battle rep took hours and hours and hours and days to edit together, I'm sure. But I think now I might try and guesstimate first. I might guess, like, I don't know. I'm going to try and think of it like a ballpark figure of how long I think it takes me, and see if I can beat that time and how much I can ultimately lose to that time. I'm going to say editing time total. I have no idea. I feel like I can get it done in 2 working days total elapsed. Is that it? Maybe 10 hours? I'm going to say 10 hours and see how wrong I am. Oh, nice. What inspired you to start filming is all on editing altogether in the first place? This feels like it's an interview, a little one-on-one. I quite like it. Well, I had a regular game. I like a regular guy I used to play the previous edition with. Elliot. He won't be watching. So I can slag him off. The guys that no, he's a lovely guy. So we used to play the other edition. He played Drukhari Deathwatch, not Deathwatch, Death Guard. So he was horrible to play against with Death Guard. And then obviously lockdown happened, and I hadn't played in ages, and I just thought I kind of fancied, because I like watch a lot of Battle Ropes, or I used to watch a lot more than I do now. And I kind of, there's bits that I liked, and then there's ones that I was like, I wish it was just a little bit different. And I thought, I don't know how hard it is to do. Maybe I should give it a shot, because I've got all this stuff. Because I used to be in bands, so I got a random, like, decent mic. I got a decent camera. Not that that's for band stuff. So I just started. I thought I'd just give it a shot, see if I could do it. Because I thought I probably could. But then, I mean, if you watch the first battle report, Grey Knights versus... that's not even the first battle report. The first battle report was the first time I'd played the old edition in ages. And it was my World Eaters, my full Berserker World Eater team versus another team. And I left the model out of line of sight, forgot about it entirely, and then came to the end of the game and realised I'd forgotten them. And I was like, well, I can't post this now. So I just like, no, and then I left it for a couple of weeks before I tried again. I think it was in lockdown, and I wanted to keep sharp. Like, I'm not a competitive player, but I kind of wanted to still play. And I thought when we'd get out of lockdown, it'd be easy to jump back in. and I wouldn't have forgotten all the rules, because I'm one of those people who needs to do stuff to learn it. So I had to keep doing it. So I was like, I'm going to forget it all. And I just got to a nice part where I was remembering the rules I could play without a rule book. So yeah, I basically wanted to stay good enough at the game that I wouldn't have to start from scratch. So I thought I'd see if I can, do a battle report and do it in a style that I would enjoy watching. And it just came from there. I just started enjoying the process. I just spilled something. I just kind of enjoyed the process of actually filming the battle reports. It's different, obviously. It's kind of a different game playing in person, because when I started I was playing a Sad Hammer, because obviously COVID had locked us up, and I've played in person a lot more now recently in the local shop, and it is obviously different, but that was the original. Yeah, just staying sharp, and then I just started making it. I got some nice feedback, and I kind of enjoyed doing it, so I thought, oh, keep doing this for a little bit. And yeah, I never thought I'd get really, I mean, I was so chuffed that I got anyone watching it, that I just, I thought I'd just keep doing this for a little bit. And that's about it. I guess I'm not sure what the spark of inspiration was that started. Boredom, I think. I kind of like to be doing stuff, and I was in a band at the time, but obviously we weren't doing anything, so I wasn't getting any sort of musical outlet in the creativity. So I thought, try and do a bit of, I don't know, bat reps. It's a bit of an odd one. Like I say, I'm not a massively competitive player, so it was never going to be great. Yeah. Oh, it's someone else in there. Yeah, green stuff. Oh, you can see. Oh, yeah, I forget this camera's on. Yeah, I'm going to, I use these for raptors' legs. But because of the way that they're meant to be upright, they're missing a whole, I don't know what the butt flap is. The little Chaos Space Marine butt flap that they have. These things. So they're missing that, so I'm going to have to layer them up a little bit. I don't do loads of green stuff, but enough to fill in gaps, basically. But yeah. We've just met the Colonial Marines, by the way, if you're wondering about aliens. Bishop's about to do the knife trick, which I think is a Bring Me the Horizon. No, is that a Bring Me the Horizon song? Bishop's knife trick? No, you know what? I think that's Fall Out Boy. That's a different band. Never mind. There's some sort of band that does a, Yeah, I'm not Steppenwort. Yeah, the I really don't. I don't like painting Chaos Space Marines because of the trim. They have those. I hate the trim. If you've ever painted Thousand Suns, it is. I hate painting Thousand Suns. I've tried it both ways. I've tried doing them turquoise, and then painting the gold, and then I've tried doing gold, and then painting the which I think is the easier way. But yeah, I don't like Chaos Space Marine trims the worst. It is the worst thing the Heretic Astartes have ever done, and I include the Assault on Terror in that. Okay, who's needing this? So he needs it as well. I don't know if you can. Actually, his butt looks weird. It looks like a cat. It's like his arse right in the air, isn't he? Yeah, I need to change that. Where's me clippers? I've not brought me clippers. There we go. It should be. I'm sure it is a song. I'm sure it is a song. I would look it up, but I don't think I know where my phone is. I'm sure it is. You know what I'm gonna do? I think it's. I would love to say it was a Bring Me the Horizon song. But I think it's like a Fall Out Boy song. Oh yeah, Bishop's Knife Trick is a Fall Out Boy song. I don't think I've heard it, but it's a good name for a song. I like to use this. I think you can use Vaseline. I'm using, no reason for it to be cherry, obviously. But it's good for putting on any sort of stuff. Oh. Thank you, that's good. So I'm only on mono. So, oh yeah, I can see it now. Interesting. Let's have a look. It's not on mono. That would be mono. Oh, I can hear myself very well now. Hello? 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 Is this better? Oh, you know what? Hang on a sec. I've stopped talking because I was trying to listen. Oh no, am I flipping left, right? Oh. Okay. That's interesting. Huh. The balance says middle. But I've no idea how to change it. Okay. I can't see it though. I'm on this little mic thing at the bottom. That's something to know. I'm going to make a little note. I am only on the left side. Okay. Useful. I'm making a note. I don't think it is. I don't use black magic tools. Okay. Mono. I'm not going to put mono because that might sound like I've got that disease. Emma will be looking, what's this? Oh, it's right now. Actually, you know what? It could be the delay. I'm going to leave it like this and then let me know in a bit if it's still right. Only right. I'll make a little note. Only right. This is useful. Okay. Oh, it's fine now. Interesting. Anyway. Yeah, so I like this stuff. Oh, well, welcome to, I guess, the live stream. Am I a live stream now? I guess I am. It was just a test. I'm really not sure what I'm going to be doing. Oh, the best. Captain Apones just told Hudson to shut his face. Watching Aliens, by the way. And by the numbers. That's right, buddy. I'm definitely going to go by the numbers, friend. Okay. So this guy's butt. I need to... Yeah, I'm on OBS. You know the drill. Oh, yeah, catch you later, man, Mr. Kai. Yeah, I guess I might do these again. I've no idea what this is, really, but now it's wrong. Now it's wrong. No. Oh, you know what? I think I did press a button, because they did fix it. And we'll see. We'll see if that works, because that looked like it was working for me. But yeah, everyone's message is delayed. So I'm gonna give it a second and see if this works now. I think this is it though. I can hear myself better, so I'm gonna assume that's working. Right. Let's have a look. Well, hello in the chat. Again, I didn't tell anyone about this because I was sort of not sure how bad this would go in terms of sound. If a little mono's, again, it sounds weird when I say a little mono, that's the worst thing. That's not terrible. I can now hear myself really clearly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it so it's not output. So hopefully I can still see that's going, but I can't hear myself. So if I've all of a sudden gone very quiet / just no sound at all, let me know. Oh, I'm going to have to do trim on this. Oh, yeah, it's working. Thank you very much, Bass. You've been very helpful. The test has worked. Oh, one of the best lines. It's not mostly, but it is, where do you want it? Which is a great one. Loading bay 5, please. I don't know what he says. Might be loading bay 5. If it's loading bay 5, I am watching this film too much. Bay 12. Terrible. Not seen it in a while. Okay, let's see if this can... Well, that was just guesstimating it, but that looks like a decent enough size. You can't really see. Again, I think I probably need a better camera for doing these close-up shots. There we go. Let's pop these in. Well, it says I've got 0 dropped frames and stuff like that. I'm still going. Been doing 40 minutes. That feels like that's a decent amount to test it. Lots of stuff's happened. Yeah. I guess this seems to be working a bit. There hasn't been loads of things that have gone wrong. I guess I might stay on until I finish the film, but no one's needing to stay on. Crank up the volume. Yeah, I don't peak that high. I'm still in the orange. I can crank it up a little bit. Yeah, I don't mind cranking it up a little bit. For you guys, I don't know if that's going to be too loud. I am mumbling. I am a mumbler, by the way. That's also part of the problem. Absolutely badass Marines. Okay, yeah, it's in the orange around. Yeah, might be better. I'm sure there's loads of stuff you can do on OBS to crank up. So do you live stream, or are you just very knowledgeable on this stuff? Because you've been very helpful. I realize I'm talking to a delay, so I didn't really work. I'll keep going. But yeah, no, you've been very helpful. This is exactly what this was for. Although I was anticipating being alone and then watching this back later. So I was only going to be on for like 10 minutes to give a nice time for me to try it. And then Kai came on, which is very nice because I didn't really anticipate that. And he had some questions. So by all means, if you've got any questions, feel free to ask them. Unless it's just like, why? -3. Okay, so even higher than what I'm at now. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting a bit creepy now. Okay. Yeah, I'm at about -10, and then if I talk a bit louder, I can get to -5. Sorry, that's might be really loud. Okay, I'll pop it up just a little bit more, so then it's kind of a nice, and I'll try to enunciate, because I am a mumbler. I mumble talk quite a bit. This is quite good, actually. I've never used OBS before. I think I tried a live stream with a friend, Phil, at Wargamers Anonymous. He wanted to do like a hobby chat, but I was like on his show, so I didn't do any of this. I just turned up. But yeah, it's its own beast. But obviously, it's a lot less editing. Yeah. Oh wow, he's professional sound mixer, 9 years now. Oh, nice. That's cool. That is cool. You're probably someone it's very good to know. Especially for people doing stuff like this. Okay, cool. I have no idea if you are someone who follows. Why did Craft World suck so hard? I think it's punishment still. I almost feel like it's a punishment for like Big Hammer in like 6th and 7th edition, where they would look at another army and the other army would be dead, and it would just be like, I'm sorry. I almost feel like they're paying for the sins of the past, the sins of their fathers in Big Hammer, that they just they're just not getting a break. They're so cool as well. I've got some old school striking scorpions that one of those attic finds. My mum like messaged me, said, when you're coming home to visit? And I'm like, oh, soon. She's like, I found some Warhammer, and I'm like, I'll be there tomorrow. So I drove back up to Newcastle, and she had some old metal Aspect Warriors in the way. I got some Harlequins, and I got some Striking Scorpions. And I was still sort of hoping, that was a previous edition, I was still sort of hoping that Striking Scorpions might get updated into it. But they never did. It was randomly Howling Banshees, which I'm not sure why they and not the other ones got ended in. But yeah, so the reason they suck so hard is the sins of 7th edition. They're still paying hard for being the big boys in 7th edition Big Hammer. There you go. I've done his little butt pouch. Makes it look a little bit more like he's standing the right way. I'm not going to do the second. Yeah, I was going to say it's a long time ago. That's how much they got hate. They got hate so much from 7th edition. I know we're like 9th edition now. I don't know if they were that good in 8th edition Big Hammer. Yeah, they're still getting hate. I'm sure there's some good players out there that could do well with Craft Worlds. But yeah, I do feel for them. They don't seem to be getting a lot of play at the moment. I mean, Drukhari, I guess if you think of the Truekin, the Drukhari did very well for a time. So maybe that's sort of them getting their thing. They're getting a little bit of love now. Hopefully when they get their bespoke team, it'll be good. It'll be one of those... It feels like it's getting teased a lot now, and we're not... what people are thinking? People are thinking they're Warp Spiders, aren't they? They're cool. I quite like the old kits for the Warp Spiders. I don't think they're not necessarily that bad, but more dynamic poses because they all look the same. They're all just kind of like... You can't see me do that, so it makes no difference. But they all had the same pose, didn't they? They were a little bit rubbish. So yeah, new kits might be quite cool for them. There you go, a little butt pack done. Next butt pack. Here we go. I've already saw Semi done that, but he needs a better one. But yeah, are you a Craft World player? Is that why you're asking? Or are you just curious about why they suck? Oh, fair dues. Oh, you started with Kill Team. Yeah, it's a good place to start, I think. 2020 did... Hey, Craig. 2020 did... I'm trying to think. Oh, no, because it's Kill Team 21, isn't it? Sorry, I was trying to think. So you were in the old edition. I don't think they were terrible in the old edition, were they? I feel like there was some decent... Howling Banshees had that cool... I'm trying to remember old rules, but they could charge without getting Overwatch. Was Overwatch a thing? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Because you could fall back, Overwatch, or... I think those are your own options. When someone declared a charge. Damn, it's been... You know what? It's been so long that you just forget the rules. You really do just forget the rules. Yeah. Big Hammers... I don't know. I've got enough. I'm not sure if anyone's seen the narrative report I did recently. So I've got plans. Many plans, as a true Gene Stealer cultist should have. And Emma's not here, so she doesn't know, because she played the Imperium. So she got to voice and play the sisters. Oh, spoilers. Spoiler, sorry. I assume if you're on here, you've probably seen it, but you might not have done. Why would you join the stream of someone you've not seen? Maybe you have. Anyway, sorry if you haven't. Skip past this bit. But I have a plan. I'd really like to have the penultimate game, so the second to last game in the campaign, be a combat patrol in 40k 9th edition, because I've got the rules and I've got because I buy a load of stuff. I've got enough to do a game, but I was thinking of having a game of combat patrol Tyranids versus the Imperium, so a mixed force, a little soup game. I thought that'd be a cool way to not end the campaign off, but have a mission where it's like that. I thought that'd be cool. Yeah, 10 games of the old edition. Not elites. I loved elites. I'm one of those weird people who like commanders, though. Like, I don't think you find. I think we're a rare breed. I'm not sure there's a lot of people who actually liked commanders. But I really like. I played Commanders International. Although to be fair, I never played. I played against Eldar on the old edition, but I never got around to painting my own up. I've got some that I built, but I'm not painted, and obviously this edition has not inspired me to paint them, so I've not done them yet. Apologies. But yeah, I always liked the look of them. Like I say, I started an Eldar army in 7th because my gaming group at the time didn't have an Eldar player, and they were very good, and so they were trying to get me into the game because I'd been out of the game for a long time, and they were like, come back into the game, pick a really strong army so you feel good about yourself as well. Got all 4 fire teams ready to go. I only get mulled all over the board. Yeah, I feel fear there. I'm sure there's, I don't know what other teams they've got. Guardian Defenders, who are your normal shuriken, not cannons, but shuriken. Splinter right? No, shuriken cannons, shuriken rifles. Because I know it's the Dire Avenger shuriken catapult. So you've got the Guardian Defenders, shuriken catapult, Guardian Avengers, like the combat-y ones, the Rangers, and then is it Dire Avengers? I don't know where my book is. I can't tell. But yeah, I'm not too sure what it is that they don't do well. I'm guessing they got rending on their catapults, and that's not. I mean, it's not bad, but there's teams with, and they're going to be 2 APL, and that hurts them. They've got fleet, I'm guessing, same as Drukhari. But I feel bad that they don't. I guess that makes them essentially 3PL. Actually, I don't know if they got fleet. I'm just sort of guessing that they get fleet or an equivalent. Oh, I'm off the board. I need to push this back up, don't I? Oh. There we go. Let's get this. Oh dear. Yeah, catapults, that's the one. Oh hell. Storm Guardians, that's it. Storm Guardians, Dire Avengers. Yeah, the Dire Avengers are cool. Storm Guardians, Guardian Defenders, and Rangers. Rangers must be pretty decent though, because they can. I'm guessing they've got heavy and silent. So if you get, depending on the board, you might be able to be a really annoying team and get them on vantage points, in obscured, annoying people. They might be quite good. Hey, Battle Brothers Tabletop. I have to apologize. Someone mentioned I said Battle Brothers Tactics recently. I know it's bad. I knew it was you. I think everyone knew I meant you. I said Ben from Battle Brother Tactics. What I'm currently I'm making, a Chaos Space Marine custom kill team whilst watching Aliens. So this is my heavy. This is where I mentioned, yeah, I know. I'd be offended if you want to cut me out of your life, which would be easy. I would understand. I understand completely. So reason I mentioned you is because we were talking about. I was talking about. No one else was talking. The missile launcher versus. Not sure if that's better. Missile launcher versus the heavy bolter, and I thought, in true, having watched your most recent video about equipment, that I would give it a go. So I went for the missile launcher and I gave him a gammy leg. And I made him a big chunky boy with his Terminator bod to match the leader, who's not the icon bearer but has a banner pole, because I'm about the banner poles. I will have to house rule it that you can't shoot the banner pole though, otherwise, I mean, he's just going to get shot off the board. And then I was making the rest of the team, so I'm making little butt flaps. So these little butt flaps, you know these things? We've got butt flaps on these guys. So I made raptor legs for all these guys, because I'm not buying any new things. That sweet plug makes up for dissing my channel earlier. Wow. That was the aim, was to kind of like get myself back in the good books. Because I am obviously consuming your content to make my kill team even better, so watch Battle Brother Tactics. Oh my god, I did it again. Battle Brothers Tabletop. Yeah, so anyway, right now I'm doing little not butt plugs, but little butt flaps, because these guys get their legs done weird. So I've cut them off to make them look kind of dynamic. What you call that? Because I quite like the raptor legs. But yeah, when you change them, it makes them look weird, so you have to make little butt packs again for them. Otherwise they're kind of, because they're all meant to be up this way, but I want them to be out. Yeah. Basically, so that's what I'm up to at the moment. And I'm watching Aliens. They've just landed on the colony. They're just about to find the deliverer of the best lines, which is mostly. You know, she's going to turn up soon. Oh, thanks very much. I really like these as well. I was going to be all modest, but I was making these last night downstairs, and I was having so much fun. This guy's my favorite, I think, because technically this guy's a guy with a bolt gun, so he's not going to be a combat dude. But I gave him 2 knives, so he's drawing 1 knife, and then he's got the other one, and I just want him to stab. Yeah, again, we're at that bit. Before, I was just kind of like, I saw her face and I was like, it's going to come. Like, in an hour's time, we're going to get to the point where she turns and says, they mostly come at night. Mostly. Oh, they're in the lab now. Ugh. Damn, that's ugly. Looks like love at first sight to me. Yeah, I'm not going to do the little trim. Oh, you got a knife boy like this? Yeah, it's such a cool. Because you know when you have those conversations in your own head. Yeah, send me a pic. Because you mentioned it in your Death Guard thing. I need to look here. Because you mentioned it in the Death Guard thing. You said having the 2 plague knives was something Biren had mentioned. So I thought, oh, that'd be quite cool. But yeah, I know you can't technically have it, so I guess that's what you've got that for. Yeah. So I quite like the look. And I borrowed off this guy. So this guy has got a knife, but he's also got a little dead guardsman on his base. And in the back of the dead guardsman, I've got a little knife sticking out. And he's got a little knife as well. So I thought I'd quite like to have them be a quite melee, heavy, non-melee team. Because I feel like they would be scary. Although now I'm kind of thinking that makes them feel like they're, like, not the Night Haunters. Night Haunters squad. Night Lords, that's it. Feels Night Lordy-esque to have Warp Talon legs. But I really have no idea what they're going to be. But yeah. Raptor legs. Yeah. Yeah, we've been talking. Bass has been very helpful, actually. This is my test for live streaming, because I have no idea if I would be able to do it. And Bass is this video audio engineer man who's been kind enough to just help me, which has been lovely, because it's if it sounds and looks good, it's probably because he's been giving me pointers, and obviously foolishly is collecting craft worlds, which I still call craft worlds because they were called craft worlds in 7th edition, and now they're Yanari, Eldari. I have no idea. But yeah, these legs are from Warp Talons. So you remember these guys? You won't do. these guys are like the jump troopers. They should be the scariest troops because these, like their warp talons cut through the immaterium or the materium, both I guess, so that they teleport around and they just disappear and appear and kill stuff. But they were never in Kill Team the first edition. Kind of feel that was a mistake because these guys are badass. They look class. Not this one necessarily, but so yeah, I because I don't use them, I just cut their legs off, and then instead of having them on their little jumpy bases, I try to push them off stuff so they look like they were kind of jumping around. So this guy's like hopping off this guy's head. So that'd be cool. I think he wants your help with audio stuff, audio and tech, because you've been helping me out. Your stuff sounds lovely, Ben. If anything, I need your help with it at night. I've got this light up here, which is my little daylight. What you call it? Which I use for painting because it's lovely. I don't want, but if I take it off, oh, there you go. Actually, that looks a bit better, doesn't it? But you can't see anything, so I'm gonna have to turn it back on. And there we are, beautiful light. Yeah, it would be a cool unit. It would be a really cool unit for Kill Team, but they don't have fast attack as far as I know, which is a mistake. They should have fast attacks, not bikes though. I think bikes would be a bad idea because it's such a small zone that would be boom, off, on and off. But yeah. Oh, it's not garbage? Yeah, I don't think the new Kill Team's garbage. Obviously, I don't think so because I play it. But you might hate it. Were you a fan of the old Kill Team, or the new, or was it just the new team? You know, like, did you play Big Hammer? Or were you an old Dexterillo? The Lamp. Did you ever watch Luke's APS or Geek Gaming Scenics? He did a thing about a lamp, and this is that lamp. So I had to jerry rig it somewhat. So I've got like a little monitor thing, and I had to like drill a hole in. I can't really show you. I could take it off. That'll ruin everything. Yeah, watch his video. Basically, it's a jerry rigged like daylight lamp. It's very nice. It goes very bright, like brighter than you would ever need it to be. It's like the sun. For example, if I go full brightness, this is on 10%, which is the lowest setting. If I take a trip down like 100%, that's just ridiculous. You don't need it that big. So I'm going to take it back down. There we go. Watch his video, I guess. He's got a good video on it. But Geek Gaming Scenic's got a good video about the light. I just use that one, basically. Yeah. Oh, she's cleaning up Mouse. Is her name Mouse? I feel like it's Mouse. Or Rat. Probably not Rat. She probably doesn't call herself Mouse. Rat, even. Look, there's a girl under all this mud. That's where we're at the moment. Oh, Old Fantasy. Nice. I'm still playing a bit of Old Fantasy at the moment. 6th edition. I'm playing Skaven. I've got nothing to show you. I've got this guy, but he's not very good. I'm going to show you. Oh. It's Deathmaster Snitch. I've got a pile of stuff up there. Deathmaster Snitch is up there somewhere. I love 6th edition. I played recently with my brother came to visit, and he had his orcs, and I play the Skaven against him. Yeah, I love my Skaven. Cheers, man. So this is a plague thingy, but he's got demoted. I got a new one. Yeah, I'm a fan of 6th edition. It can be quite punishing. There's no reason why I'm gonna have to do this butt flap as well. See, it looks weird. It looks like you just got like cat butt. It's like his tail's up in the air. Yeah, 6th edition. Old World's coming back out. Are you thinking about getting back into when the Old World comes? Because that would be cool. Dexterillo's talking about 2018 edition. Yeah, real good. Played it for 2.5 years. Always fun. Played mixing teams because of phases. Every game's been unpredictable and special. Yeah, I I like the old edition. I'm not down on the new edition though. I do very much enjoy the new edition. But I did like the old edition, obviously, very much so. That's where I started. Oh, I'm cutting into my little bits there. Yeah, I don't think it's any less special. Oh, I quite like the alternative activations. But I guess that it's more of a departure. It's its own thing now. Seems like it's its own beast. Which I'm not sure if it's what they were intending. Because obviously it used to be a nice gateway to Big Hammer for them. Them being G-dubs. Whether or not they intended to move away from it. But it's its own thing now, which is good for the longevity of the game, I guess. Because then if a new edition comes along, a Big Hammer, it doesn't feel immediately out of date. I'm doing that the wrong way around, aren't I? Sold all your lizard men for a restart. I sold all my lizard men for a restart, like buying all this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was tough. Hearing about the new world. Are you a square base or a circle base guy? I ask because I feel like I started the wrong way, because the guy my friend Phil, who's started with me, kind of, he wanted to do fantasy again. He was like, let's do 6th edition because it's the best edition. So we did, and I was always like, oh, Phil's gonna get bored and he's not gonna want to continue doing this. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stick with circle bases, so then I can still use them in like Warcry or some other game. And now I feel like I should have just gone full force into the square bases. I feel like I've missed a trick. And that it is actually a lot better with square bases, so I'm not sure where I'm going with that. Oh yeah, you know what, the thing is though, I like a circle base to frame a model. It looks so much better on a circle base, but when you're playing rank and file, it's just easier. And again, I'm not playing competitively, but I know I was a little bit torn, because I was like, oh, I want to play rank and file. So I got those little movement trays. I got about 5 different types of movement trays. Just throwing money away. So I wouldn't notice any difference. And so now I'm at the stage where I either stick to my guns and keep going with the circle bases and the movement trays, or I rebase all my Skaven. And Skaven's a horde army, so I've got like 70 odd, 80 odd rats on circle bases that I need to. There you go. So I'm really not keen for that. Like I said, I played recently, and the new movement trays are a lot better. I didn't notice any issues, but the orc player, my brother, didn't have any artillery. So I think that's where it comes into play a little bit more, if you've got like artillery or template weapons. Oh, I'm making a hash of this. Yeah. See, that's the thing. I like, personally, I'm a fan of the circle base a lot more, which is why I started with it. It's more just the playing. I worry that playing it's going to be the issue. Like if I ever, because I was going to kind of throw a shout out to my local gaming shop and be like, oh, is anyone playing fantasy? And if anyone says yes, I then have to have that awkward conversation where I say I'm on circle bases, and those guys, they mean business. They like their square bases. I'd be the guy running with circle bases. Would square bases not... Sorry, Moody Mini, so new to Warhammer, I never knew about square base until a couple of months ago. Would square bases not... Yeah, I mean, yeah, they are. That's why they use them. Yeah, basically, because it's rank and file, so it's not mini to mini like Age of Sigmar. It's basically the front line attack, or if you've got spears, the second line can also attack, like, jabbing over the front guys. So square bases are easier, because you kind of rank and file, rank and flank, you basically have units, square units going up against square units. So you go into the left flank. So that's why I use the movement tray, so it simulates it being square. But yeah, it's better for the gameplay. But when you look at a mini on a circle base, it just looks nicer. I think that's it. I think that's basically it. Looks versus utility. Do you want to be Spartan about it or have a nice looking mini? But yeah, I feel like I should have done square. Just because, yeah. If I try and infiltrate a new fantasy group, I will assume they'll play square. We'll see. That might be a colossal undertaking of actually redoing all my circle bases. Dexterolo. More about 2018. There's a lot of home rule missions. You know what? That's the thing. I don't think we've lost those missions. Like, this was it Ultimate Objective, where there's a central objective and you can only hold it if you can only score the 2 secondary objectives or any of these secondary objectives, the 4, if you hold the central objective. Play it with Kill Team 21. That was my favorite mission in 2018, and the one thing I'm still going to use my Pariah Nexus stuff for, because I foolishly bought it, is for the missions. Missions are absolutely still valid. I'm going to be playing Ultimate Objective. I think it's Ultimate Objective, but you can still play it. Absolutely still play those missions, because they're still valid. It's just a new framework. Yeah, there's not a lot of flying miniatures, though. For flying, yeah, there's not a lot of, scouts? Not scouts, the stealth suits are the only flying. But when the first Kill Team 18 dropped, before Elites, weren't they still the only flying units with Tau? I want to say. I could be wrong, could be incredibly wrong. It seems like you know more about 18, as I've forgotten a lot about it, so maybe you can tell me. But I don't think there was that many flying units when 2018 dropped either. But yeah, still use the missions. Absolutely still use the missions. And homebrewing will come, I'm sure. I kind of miss anything. I miss Commanders International. Commanders I really miss. Oh, drones. Yeah, so Tau. So Tau had... It seemed like they had the only flying stuff from... in that edition. So yeah. Oh, I'm not too sure. I think you still use the missions. Yeah, potentially use those missions in narrative play. Yeah, I think most of the missions in the narrative games are going to be rehashed or custom ones. Oh, hello, the last Star Strider. Isaac, how's it going, man? The new edition's really opened to homebrew mills. Yeah. Yeah, I think as Ben says, yeah, there's you can do, like, those missions are still solid. You can absolutely still use them. Yeah. That's what we're talking about, Isaac. As you say, man, transfer them to the new Kill Team. They're still solid missions. Ultimate Objective. I'd love to see Ultimate Objective come back again, because that was a great one. So I think I might be getting it wrong, but it was the 4 objectives and then the central one. And if you hold these, you can only score them if you've got the central objective. I thought that was a great mission. I'm not sure why. I just always had fun playing that one. That always was the one that you end up playing at the shop, or my local shop. We used to play that one the most, which you would think I'd end up hating it, but no, it was fun. It was a really good one. Yeah. Yeah, the new... You know what, I kind of agree, and... You know what, yeah, I think generally agree. So the new... Yeah, Baz saying the new version of Kill Team 21 is so much deadlier than the old one. You get punished for tactical mistakes much harder than the old version, at least with Paper Craft World. I mean, let's not talk about Craft Worlds. It seems like you're in a losing place as it is, but I feel definitely for combat. Like, when I first played, I was like, combat is brutal. It is absolutely horrendous, and a horrendous place to be when it comes to combat, because if you charge first, you're getting 2 hits in unless you're against something big. So that felt like it was really... And then I was like, is the shooting more deadly or is it less deadly? Because you can hit easier if you take out the line of sight, so maybe you can't hit as easy. But if you are shooting, you're going to hit easier and you're going to damage, but you've got more wounds. So combat for sure is more deadly. Absolutely. And there's a risk to charge it in, whereas there used to not be a risk in charging in. You were like, well, I'll charge and do my business. But now it is a dangerous place to come into. But I'm not too sure about the shooting. Yeah, let's see what's going on. Thanks for joining. By the way, this was a test that was meant to last 10 minutes to see if I could live stream. And I've been on for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm meant to be tidying the house. Emma's going to come back and be like, "You're not tidy the house like I asked." I'd be like, "Live stream?" She won't. That's not an acceptable answer for not tidying the house, unfortunately. So I'll be in trouble. I've got a bit of time before she comes back. I might nip away and tidy at some point. Yeah, you chose hard mode for sure. Yeah, that seems to be... I forgot what I was talking about. But I'm going to pick up on the chat. Oh, I was going to say thanks for joining. That was it. Thanks for joining. Yeah, hard mode. Tidy them minis. They're all over the place. Just whoosh. These are not even it, man. I could pan you up and say they're all filled with kill teams for the previous edition. That is trouble I've got there. I've got a problem. Oh, thanks very much, Ben. I could listen to you talk, your sultry tones, talking all day about kill team. But yeah. Yeah, no, it hasn't been easy. Oh, yeah, you know what? That's what I missed about it. What you call it? Like, I made a whole... I mean, I went through a stage of painting all the different types of legions. So I made kill... You know what? Las cannons. Where are the las cannons? I had my salamander, 2 las cannons for my salamanders because they got that reroll... That master craftsman? No, that's expert craftsman? I forget. Anyway, I miss my las cannons. I'm hoping they come in, but it doesn't seem like they're going to. They would just be dark lancers anyway. They'd be quite cool. Chaos Space Marines don't have flying minis in 2018. No. Engine mission where every faction can use a flying mini. Ground is lava. And oh, wow. That sounds good. That sounds like an interesting one. You'd have to have a couple. You'd have to have like 4 levels, and I guess you could only move up 1 level a turn. Maybe that'd be rubbish because then you'd always have to move. Anyway, it feels like you've got it figured out. But that sounds cool, yeah. I don't know. I feel bad that Chaos Space Marines don't have flying minis. They should have because they've got Raptors. There's no reason why Raptors shouldn't have been in it because they, even in last edition, there was the Vanguard Vets that could take jump packs. Where's the jump packs for the Chaos? Here they are. Here are the jump packs for the Chaos, right there. Ignored forever. Ignored and cast aside. Yeah. Yeah, but that does Dextrello, that does sound like quite a fun little Floor is Lava mission. That'd be quite a cool one. Make it. Do it. Put it out there. That'd be fun. I'd play that. Just give every model fly. That'd be cool. Yeah, they did get, yeah. Chaos Space Marines. I think the Chaos Space Marines are doing well in New Kill Team, though. I do like them. So, you're not on a bad trip there with them, Bass. I think pain. Trying big 40k. You're on a big 40k now, Isaac? Big 40k is cool. I've not played. How did you find big 40k? I've not played it since 8th edition, I think. I think 8th edition was the last time I played big 40k. Played it lots in 7th edition. That looks about done. But I've not played it for a while. I feel like it'd be hard. I think like previous Kill Team was a lot easier to like bridge the gap between Kill Team and 40k because it was essentially the same game. But now it feels like obviously they've done it a lot differently. So navigating the difference between Kill Team and Big Hammer is a lot more difficult, which is a shame. I think that looks a bit... Is that looking pants? No pun intended. Obviously it is his pants. I think he needs more. Who else needs a pant? Do I do trim? Trim or no trim? I hate trim. So I feel like I shouldn't do trim, because then I'll have to paint it. But I really hate trim. But yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, as long as you're having fun playing them, Bass. I always found that, like, as long as you're having fun playing your faction. I think if you customize your kill team so much that you really like the guys, like the little guys, then it's sort of okay when they die. You kind of feel like you can write that into their little canon, their little fluff. So I don't mind it too much. Yeah, I quite like that. Hopefully they do better. I mean, ideally, you got to think they're balancing all the bespoke teams, all the bespoke teams against each other. Unlike the previous one, which kind of like they were released in a vacuum. Like Compendium's sort of like a vacuum release, so they should all be equally good, but obviously they seemingly aren't equally good. But hopefully their compendium, their non-compendium team will be good. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's still playing the old Kill Team. I know when I first started, I was like, maybe I'll nip back to old Kill Team. And certainly my local shop, there's not a massive scene, but a couple of the local players were like, I quite fancy playing Kill Team 18. I mean, we didn't call it that. We said the previous, I don't know what we called it, Last Kill Team. But they were still interested in playing Last Kill Team. So you might have more luck if you like local gaming. I'm not sure what it's like, but you might have local gaming that'll play it. Yeah, trim sucks. Sucks hard. Hard pass on trim. No trim. These guys sand all their power armor. I'm going to call them the Sandmen. Makes no sense. Let's have a look what's going on. I played Necromunda once. I had some friends who were playing it, and they were like, "Oh, come along, we'll have a four-way." Luckily, I also brought my minis, so I put the lube away, and I got my minis out, and we had a four-way. But like I was the guy that took it too seriously. Like we were playing, and they'd all named, like I got to the game, and they'd called their team, like they had a guy with a power fist, and they made all the data sheets or whatever you call, and they were like, he was called Lister, Mr. Fister. And everyone else, like someone had 3D printed sand people from Star Wars, and that was their team. I came along with my Gene Stealer cult, and I had named them all like proper names, and I'd given like headcanon, and I had fluff, and I was just like, this is Brother Sevastus. He was one, and then I was just like, oh wow, this is not know your audience. And they were it was a fun game, but yeah, I took it too seriously. But I was that guy who took it too seriously and came with like a full list, and they were all like Lister, Mr. Fister, and yeah, Brother Gang, like all random names. But it's a good game. It's actually really fun. I played it 2 or 3 times since then. It's really cool. I always like Mordheim. I love the video PC game. I guess it's on everything. The video game, I should say. The Mordheim game was so good. I loved Mordheim. So I was really keen to give Necromunda a go. I even got the Necromunda game, and it seems a little bit disappointing, but yeah, Necromunda. I would be interested in doing a bit of Necromunda. It seems like it's got a good core mechanic to it. It seems very, very good. Feels like they probably borrowed some stuff for Kill Team as well. Got nice cover rules and stuff like that from what I remember. It's been a while now since I played anything apart from Fantasy and Kill Team 21 though. So I've been yabbering for a while. Also, Bass is asking Starstrider what he plays in the tournament. Sadly, no longer a Lucian Starstriders. Had a demo game. Just reading is probably not very interesting. Elder Pirates. I love what are they called? The Corsairs. That would be a cool. That'd be a cool kill team, like a Corsair kill team, because they're almost. Am I getting that wrong? Are they Dark Elder? I feel like they're not. I feel like they are Eldar Pirates, the Corsairs. They might be Dark Elder, but they're cool. They're all like jump pack troop guys. I've seen some cool stuff for them. But they would be cool. I quite like the idea of Corsairs. I'm going to try and do this guy's I need a little bit of plastic to roll this on. Okay, I'm just going to use this. Random bits bag. Get out. Rita. Let's try and roll some stuff here. Just get a bit of this. Oh dear. Ooh, just in case you're wondering where we are, they're about to take off in Aliens. We're very close to the game over man, which is very fun, obviously. Oh, you use the technique for rolling flat bits of yeah, this is the best way to do it. Bit of I'm using Chemex. It's my lips and green stuff. I was gonna say lips and tips, but that makes no sense. But then I don't make a lot of sense. I am a golf ball with lips. Nonsensical. On Dark Elder infantry fly. Yeah, the Scourgers. I think they're heavies or elites. Support? Anyway, they're not in kill team, sadly. On Dark Elder infantry flyers are Scourge. They're great. I love the the Scourgers are great models. They've got some great. You know, Hellions would be cool as well. Those little green goblin dudes. But these wings, I got these wings off the Scourge set. It's probably not helpful. These from the Scourge set, so they're like they've got some with angel wings, and they've got some. I could delve into my bits box and find you some bat wings that they also do. Very cool. You know what? I'll go back to the infinite bag of bits. So I've got 4 of these filled to the brim with bits, and I was gonna try and find. No, I can't find them. They're in another one, and I'm kind of bound to my chair. But I've got some. Yeah, the Scourgers are a great kit for bits because they come with angel wings, which they're better than the Sanguinary Guard angel wings. I keep knocking that with my big fucking head. Right. I'm going to move it up a little bit. That's great. Game over, man. We're at that stage now in Aliens. It's now game over. Oh, they are. Thank you, Baz. So Corsairs are Outcast Eldar. I thought they were Eldar, not Dark Eldar, but I was unsure. So thank you for that. Craft worlds needed for most of the pirates that do a lot for good payment. I do like, if you're talking craft worlds, I am a Baal Tan kind of guy. I will. There it is. They mostly come at night. Mostly. So I'm going to bring out. Tell I'm old. I made that sound when I sat down. So I found this is the bit I mentioned before, the old school minis. And these are the old school striking scorpions that I have. Lovingly painted by someone else, but I was really hoping that we're going to get a kill team because I got these just before the new kill team. I've also got a couple of rangers in here, also this boy who needs something to happen with him. Squig. I was going to turn him into a bomb squig, but who knows. Got a couple of Dire Avengers. I've also got a whole bunch of Harlequins, which I was going to turn into a Harlequin team. But yeah, so I do kind of hope the Eldar release is cool, but as long as they get striking scorpions, which they probably won't, I'll be very happy because then I can finally use my old minis. But yeah. Yeah, they look very cool. I never got that Lucian Starstrider. Rogue Trader, wasn't it? It was very cool. Very cool set. It'd be cool to see them come back as well. It feels like they've already kind of set up to be good. And what the other team called? The gooey boys, the big gooey fly boys. Pox. I'm gonna say pox or plague was definitely used. The Yeah, those dudes anyway. The rot-bringing bile boys. Yeah. Forever now, the rot-bringing bile boys. That is who they are. They were quite cool. I'm not sure how they would work, but I guess they would be more of an elites team because they had those big ones, didn't they? Those big guys. So you'd have like 3 of them running around like your custodes. And then the rest just being... Oh, am I going to try Trim? He needs a backpack, doesn't he? No, I was going to... Oh, what was I doing? I was rolling... Gellerpox. Bend for the win. Thank you. I owe him so much. Yeah, Gellerpox. They'd be cool. Rot-bringing bile boys could be orcs. It's true. They kill a lot of people, and that brings the bile and the rot. Boxers looking at new teams and kill team. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's potential. I mean, obviously they want to make money. I mean, I'd probably be complaining more about the company if they didn't want to make money, because it would be like, that's kind of stupid. But I get what you mean. Are they going to look backwards? It's like an easy win for them to publish the rules. But no, if they put it in a white dwarf, you'd have to buy the white dwarf. So if you're thinking G-dubs, what's it going to cost us? Nothing. But what will it get us? Maybe push a couple more sales. And ultimately, when it comes out in the annual, which I imagine, then it'll be more of a reason to get that. So it's possible. But yeah, I know what you mean. They are more interested in pushing a new set, I imagine. Because and putting it obviously behind a bigger paywall. So instead of just, can I buy Sisters Novitiate? No, I've got to buy a Tau team as well. I don't want the Tau team. I mean, I do, but you know what I mean? I understand people wouldn't, so it's not great. I don't like that they don't come out with the teams separately. I don't actually like that they don't release old games. Like, why? Like, it is annoying. It's an annoying practice to have these one releases and then done. Because I would love to get, like, the original Space Marine. Like, the epic scale Space Marine. Man of War. Stuff like that I'd love. Anyway, let's have a look. Gellerpot, yeah, got that bit. Rotbring, yep. What do I think about Harlequins in Kill Team 21? I think they're so strong. I've heard some I thought they were great in the last Kill Team. I thought they were really good. I've not played them yet. I'm missing one to play, and I don't know anyone who plays them. Sadly, most of the people who are playing locally play teams I already play, which is kind of rubbish. One person plays... No, I play Dark... Emma plays Drukhari more than I do. Yeah, I don't know yet. But I've heard some really good things, like that whole domino field save. I think they could be very good, but then I don't know. I'll have to play them. I'm assuming they still have that whole hop around the board like mad guys thing, which was so good in the last one. And charging out. Can they charge from conceal? I don't know. They should probably have that, though, because that was their whole deal. They could charge from outline of sight, which made them scary. So if they can still do that, that'd be good. But I've really not looked at them yet. So I probably will. Gellerpox even win some tournaments? That'd be good. I didn't know how they played. My bile and rot brings all the Gellerpox to the yard. I would walk. I was going to say 5,000 miles. It makes no sense. I would go to the yard for your bile and rot. 2 scoops of bile and a flake of rot. Stat. I got to get my Gellerpox back from my friend. Never lend out an army. They're gone now. They're dead. They're gone. He's moved and he's taken them with him. And they might be hinting at them because they're mentioned in Warcom. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah. No, I think that's what it was, wasn't it? The isn't the new Pathfinders or Fire Warriors kit, like with the Guardsmen, they introduced that new kit, right? I assume that you can get it, but I don't 100% know. But I would assume that's now how it's working, and yeah, that you now can get effectively the same Fire Warriors, or Pathfinders using the kit they've kind of redone. Yeah, interesting. It said, solution Harley, spam grenades and have a blast. Hey. I very much enjoyed Blast. I had a game recently where I used Blast on a was it frag grenade? No, frag missile, and it was horrendous. Like, it was horrendous. I almost felt like a Necron player again, where, you know, in the previous edition where they rolled a 6 to injure you, and you both kind of like, oh, sorry. Yeah, it was horrendous. Really fun and horrendous, you know, I guess. GW, the old G-dubs, said they will bring out single box teams like... Yeah. When's that going to happen, though? They will do. But after... Only once the sales have dipped, right? Like, only once people are like, oh, no, I can't get... Like, maybe. Once they're no longer the... Well, no, they want to bring them out when they're good. To get the money. Yeah, one set of legs, new hands and stuff, like the bits, but half a sprue, just... Yeah. Third party stuff. Just kit bash. Kill Team's the greatest excuse to kit bash. Kit bash everything. Nothing should be unkit bashable. And then I think if you kit bash a team, you're so much more invested in them as well. That it's just such a good idea. I just love a kit bash team. Yeah, it feels like your team, like your... Yeah, no one else has this team. It's my team. There are many others like it, but this one is mine, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, kit bash a team. You don't need to wait for a kit. Or third party parts, as Isaac's saying. Yeah, you can get really good third party. I don't have a 3D printer. Or like you can just buy them, obviously. And, like Puppets of War do some good ones. I got some custom helmets from Puppets of War. I'm still not sure if I should be doing these like dreadlocks. Part of me thinks like it might be cool to have dreadlocks running down, like, is the idea. So these little thingies, I might have them running down the back. And like, ooh, maybe I could have them as like collected together and have a little ball, like a spiked ball at the end. So he's like, you know, what's that? Will Smith's daughter, or, you know, whips her hair back and forth kind of style, but this time there's a mace at the end of it. That might be quite good. Oh, I've lost it. Oh, it's gone. He's just got green stuff in him now. Oh dear. What's going on? New kill team is dead for me. In Necromunda, I had more conversions on miniatures. Yeah. I mean, you can still kit bash normal miniatures. You could use your Necromunda teams. You could run... Can you run 2 teams of cultists? Probably not. But you could do guard and just have your team as a guard team. It's whether or not you like the core system, obviously. And if you don't like the core system, yeah, don't play it. If you're not a fan of the core game, I get it, yeah. Play a different game. Yeah, that's fair. More than fair. Oh man, I'm having trouble with this, aren't I? Couldn't agree more. Honestly, I don't play teams that aren't kit bashed. Yeah, I do like a kit bash team, even if it's just adding some random stuff to the base. But yeah, because it's Christmas, I can't buy anything new for myself. I still am, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying to just kit bash all my teams out of the monstrous pile of shame or opportunity, as we should be calling it. My pile of opportunity, my mountain of possibilities, instead of buying new stuff, at least until Christmas is done, and then I buy a whole load of new stuff. What do we think of that? It's kind of going into his backpack. That wouldn't make any sense, because then he turns his head and his helmet comes off, right? Not good. Anyway, you can still convert kilt. Yeah. Oh, you're making squats. Squats for Gene Stealer cult. But squats are good guys. I know iGuard aren't really... iGuard, Imperial Guard aren't necessarily good guys. They don't do that, but interesting. I'm not a fan of the hooves, yeah. Yeah, that would look better, I think. Yeah, Not a fan of the hooves. I like Tau, but that's quite a commitment to. If you're cutting off all the hooves, that's a hell of a commitment. That's going to be a lot of hooves. Plus, you're going to need a lot of guard. The same amount of guard as hooves to get rid of them. Yeah, crossbreeding confirmed. An ab-human team, yeah. But they're never gonna bring squats back, are they? Let's be fair. Ratlings, though, almost like they were back with Rouse and Rhine. I believe I say it wrong. That would be good. Have a great stream. Audio sounds good. Maybe you can apply a low cut filter so you don't pick up the PC rumble. Oh. Did not mention to tag you. Sorry. Message from G. Alright, cool, yeah. Yeah. I've no idea. Ooh. I do a low pass generally on my when I'm doing voice. Oh, you're pretty gone now. Thanks for the message. Yeah. I will think about, well, not think about, I will have a look, because I do a low pass normally for my vocals, so because it rumbles sometimes. I don't know. So yeah, thanks for your help as well, Bass. You're not still here, I'm guessing, but and because we're delayed, so thanks very much. You've been very helpful. Appreciate it. I made some scions for Gene Stealer Cult and used like hobos and smash armor with hotshot lasguns in Necromunda. Yeah. Scions from Gene Stealer Cult list. Yeah. You have said scions, and as such you have summoned Ben, the battle brother. That is the key word. Like someone says scions and then woo woo, the klaxons go and the balloons drop down and Ben appears to talk about scions. Take it away. I feel like we should cut, and it just cuts to Ben, Battle Brothers tabletop, and he is just scion and out. I do like scions. I feel I'm gonna have to say something, Ben, and I want you to know that this comes from a place of love. But I have only got 3 scions. I'd never fielded scions before. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, cheers. He's still here. See you later, Bass. I will message you potentially. Yeah. That's been useful. It's my first time using OBS. So yeah, I mean, it hasn't crashed, it hasn't died. My CPU's at only 4%, so I could probably up it. And nothing seems to have gone terribly wrong. So, yeah. But I'll work on that low pass. There's stuff I can do. I know a little bit about audio stuff, but not loads. So, I use you. There's still hope for me to I appreciate that. One day, I feel like that Arrested Development moment is just like, I'll try. I'm going to try. I like them. And you do talk about them enough to make me feel like I should give them a go. Like, I feel like out of respect, I should try them at least once. But I'll need to buy some, and I'm on that no buy-in kick at the moment. I am on that no buy-in kick. Yeah, kit bash them. I should, as Isaac says, I should just kit bash them, really. Scions. Oh, you're talking about the Arbites? Or Arbiters? I don't know if it's Arbiters. I believe it's Latin, so I don't think anyone knows. The Arbites or the Arbiters. It might be Greek. Yeah, they'd be a cool one to do scions. They got little Judge Dredd helmets on as well. They'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. I'm surprised I've not tried scions yet, because I like the guard and I like scions, and I really liked them in the previous edition. And I really debated doing a full, a full team. They had because they had those rules, like not the chapter tactics, but whatever they were. Oh, cool. You know what? Should I try and do some audio dabbling whilst we're in it, live in it? Sounds like a bad idea. Sounds like a bad idea. And then, in the same sense, it sounds like absolutely something I will do. Because I do things that are... I do things that are bad ideas. Here we go. Properties of the mic. I'm too scared. I'm chickening. Oh, filters. Oh, audio filters. I can add audio filters. This is probably what you mean. I could put a noise gate. Oh. That's interesting. Okay. I think I can work this. Next time. Bass Legend. And I like you've given me those... The frequency. Crank it to 120 if needed. Love it. Thank you very much. See you later. I will message you and say thanks. I have no idea how to find you. I'll have to hire Neeson, the old Liam Neeson, Qui-Gon, to hunt you down and deliver my thanks. He's probably not up to much these days. I thought it'd be cool if he came back for the Obi-Wan. Oh, wait, man. I need to get better tools to work with green stuff. I've got this weird, like, smoothing thing that's great for smoothing, but I need one of those picker-upperer things. That is the official term, a picker-upperer. You know what I mean? I'm having real... You know what I might use? I might just use actual... What am I doing? I've got this. Oh, I'm being stupid here. I could just use the actual cable. You know what? New plan. Actual... Yep. Yeah, actual cable time. Anyone need this? Anyone need this? I am going to use this. Pretty neat. Yeah, I'm not gonna. He's teasing. You're teasing us by keeping coming back. I will let you go. I will not ask questions and make you feel like you have to stay and answer them all. Yeah, next time I will have a little play around with a nice noise gate. Lon, unlike mine, your stream's going good. Well, there's no one, Isaac, there's no one else using the internet. That's the secret to it. Group activation. If anyone's not witnessed it, I was a big fan of group activation on the last Star Striders YouTube. He's in here, you can probably find him. Group activation was this cool little chat show that Isaac and chat show. I guess it was a live stream like this. Probably a little bit better organized. They had topics. The whole topic for this was I'm watching aliens and I'm testing audio. But yeah, they talked about Kill Team, and it was very, very casual, very nice. It was Battle Brothers Ben, or Battle Brothers Tabletop, and Isaac from Star Striders. It was a very cool little group activation. Cool name. Very cool name. Yeah. Loved the name. Very, very slick looking. Yeah. Is that coming back now? I don't know if anyone's still here. I'm asking, but we will find out, because that would be cool. I did enjoy that. Do I need to drill this? Well, pretty much at the end of the film. Oh no, it's probably too small to drill. But this has been a relatively decent test. Did I say Battle Brother Tactics again? Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I don't know what it is. Battle Brother Tabletop. It's a good name. It's a great name. I'm just rubbish. Yeah, sorry about that, man. Battle Brother Tabletop. Battle Brothers Tabletop and Isaac from the last Star Strider did group activation. I'm going to have to find a way to apologize to Ben a little bit more. I'm just going to call you Ben from now on. And I think people know because, you know, you're Ben and you like to talk about Kill Team. So I think people know that, right? It's just easier. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, you dog. You dog, you. I believed you. How dare you? How dare you razz me like this? Public shaming in front of all these millions of people. A public shaming of me. That's what this has become. And I fell for it. Like the gooseberry I am. Like the gooseberry I am. Best topics. they had the best topics. Thanks for the shout out. A little iffy feeling about still doing content. Oh, you're still not feeling it. I mean, that's a shame. I think more content the better, really. My dream is when I turn on my YouTube, there is new Kill Team content for everything. So I don't have to keep rewatching that prankster Ben at Tabletop Tactics. That's right. Yeah, I watched Ben's Battle Brothers Tabletop on GFN Gaming. Ugh. Glass half dead. I need to stop talking. I've only had one coffee this morning. Yeah, the Glass Half Dead and Battle Brothers. I've been listening to his podcasts. They were great. I watched Ben's yesterday, and it was good. I'm just fiddling around with this. I have no idea where to cut it in. I am a gooseberry. It's official. I sent away from one of those blood tests. You know, when I came back 94% gooseberry. I don't know, yeah. Go figure. That's why I'm so tart. I don't even know if you have gooseberries in America. I assume you do. You might call them something else. Like, you know how we call them lima beans? No, we call them chickpeas and you call them garbanzo beans. I heard the greatest joke about this, by the way, which is, what's the difference between a garbanzo bean and a chickpea? I've never had a garbanzo bean on my face. It's a great one. But yeah, I don't know. I assume you have gooseberries, and that makes sense. Just feels weird, garbanzo bean. Doesn't feel like a real thing. Okay, so I need to somehow get this to fit here. I'm not having any joy with this. I thought this was going to be the answer. There you go. Damn, that's a lot of hobby interests there, Isaac. Never had a gooseberry on my face. That would be painful. They don't even have claws. It would just be like flapping against you with the pads. Infinity's a great game. Isaac, I love Infinity. Corvus Belli. Super love the Overwatch tactic. Felt like playing XCOM, like the tabletop version, where like you set them up in Overwatch, and if someone, you've basically got to move your miniature along the line, and then you can be like Overwatch, which is such a cool little mechanic. Yeah. I'm going to use that now. Gooseberry. Damn. Oh, man. I'm having a mare with this. I have no idea how to get these. I shouldn't have put his arm on. Have I glued his arm on? Oh, no. It's on green stuff. You know what? Oh, perfect. I haven't glued this on properly. That's what I love about green stuff. You can mold it on, and then it'll stick. I glue one side with super glue, and then I don't glue the other side on, and I just let it harden so that I can take them off and have a nice little mold. So that's glued on, and that is where I'm beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. That's better. Okay. This feels like this is going to be a bit easier to do. Anyway. Thanks, everyone, for joining me on my journey through time and space. Using a live stream. Star Strider says, since he's had so many hobbies, it's why I used to be called the hobby hero. Yeah. Hobbies are good. That's much of a response. I do like hobbies. I've tried to focus a little bit more. I'm not sure it's a good or a bad thing. I know what you mean about like having loads of different hobbies. It's nice to be able to do loads, but I used to play a lot more music than I used to, and that's kind of fallen by the wayside. I don't think it's because of focus on Kill Team. Just I guess you just change your interests over time. But I think it's good to have a healthy amount of hobbies. I think it keeps you nice and grounded. Oof. Is that working? Is that working? Okay. I'm having a time with this. I don't know how a good length of a live stream is. I'm gonna say 2 hours is probably... Is that too much? I don't want to jinx myself. Nothing's gone wrong. I've got nothing else to do today apart from clean the house, which I'm gonna have to do. That's the next video. Me cleaning the house. That could be quite cool. Not the video about me cleaning my house, but where I'm placing this pipe. That might be quite cool. We're almost at the end of Aliens now. We're at the scene where they've blocked off the doors. Hudson's checking the little boop, 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 boop. They're inside the room, man. They're past the doors. It's getting bad for them. That might be cool. Yeah, that's cool. Right, I'm going to make a commitment. I'm going to glue this in. I'm going to glue this in. That's going to be me saying it's happening. ADHD. 24 hours. 24 hours stream. Is that what you mean? Is that the perfect length of a stream is the full day? Yeah, I'm not sure if I know any friends with if I've got any experience with ADHD. I know obviously it means attention deficit disorder. I'm sure there's more to it because I don't know what the H is. So you get lots of interests that you maybe that would be an interesting video for you to talk about, Isaac. If you're a hobbyist with ADHD, how do you divide your time in the hobby? I'm sure there'd be lots of people interested in that. How they manage their hobbying. Oh, they're in the room. 7 meters. They're in the room, man. He's reading right, man. Okay, so I'm going to put these in, and then I think I'm going to green stuff around them so it looks like they're part of the same cables. Because this is not a strong contact. I should really bury him in a bit deeper. Yeah, 24/7 stream. That's the way to go. That's how it's done. How the big boys are doing it. Full stream. Wasn't that a film Emma Watson did, The Circle, where she streams her life? That's got this guy. Oh my god, I found the link. That's got this guy who plays Hudson. Plays her dad, I believe. There you go, there's the link. We've done the Kevin Bacon thing. Yeah, it could generally help someone. That might be a good one. Oh dear. Okay, well, we're approaching the 2-hour mark, which is longer than I thought I would do for a test. So I think I'm probably going to have to lose this bit of metal. I think I might... Oh, something happened in the background there. I might get off and review this because it feels like it's gone kind of well. In terms of the test, did well. I haven't burned the house down and the computer hasn't fried itself, and the audio, apart from maybe needing to add a low pass, might work well. So this would be quite cool. I always like the idea of doing Not radio. Some sort of podcast would be cool, but I have no idea. I'm not a very techie person, I don't think. You definitely wouldn't watch that. It would be I drink a lot of coffee, so it would be a lot of toilet breaks. It's too much information. Big Brother house style, just 24-hour hobby stream. I've not done anything in my hobby, that's the problem. I've done 0. It's the slowest hobby hangout ever. It's been a hangout hobby. Oh, that doesn't look too bad, as long as the arm still fits on. Nice, okay. I don't mind that, so that's sort of a little cable. I just need to do that like 50 more times. No, how many cables you got? 5 more times. It'd be fun. Also thought about a video. If a video on tabletop gaming versus hobby, after playing some games and seeing other people's armies, kind of showed me that there's a few different types of people within our hobby. Tabletop gaming versus hobby. How do you mean a video on tabletop gaming versus, like, how people split their time? Like, I'm not sure I follow. Like, hobby channels versus, what you call it? Interesting. I mean, I have no idea apart from the tabletop gaming versus hobby, but I'm intrigued already. If it's Kill Team related, specifically, I'm sure I'll watch it. I love the hobby. If you like, for my hot take on hobbying, I would say I am a hobbyist first, and then a gamer second, because I do love the hobby side of things. Probably more, I've hobbied a lot more than I've played, and that's not always the case, because a lot of people play and then hobby. Oh, thanks very much, Ben. Ben there, everybody. Ben from Brothers Battle Tactics. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, I guess it must be early for you guys. I did it. I'm going to feel bad. I did it early. Sort of. I didn't want to tell anyone because I thought it could go horribly wrong. So I was just like, I won't tell anyone. I'll just go on live, because you've got to go live to test live. Like, there's no way to simulate live. So yeah, I thought if I don't tell anyone, I nip on most of my watches, I think from the US. So I thought I'll go on early. Just the East Coast is going to be available, awake. Where are you? I want to say, are you from Florida? No, no, I have no idea. That would be East Coast though, right? Yeah, it's great. Woke up early. You're not mediocre at both, man. Actually, I have no idea if you're mediocre. You could be rubbish at gaming. I have no idea. We're up to you for that. I love your hobby, man. Your hobby is inspirational, and that's the best way of hobbying can be. When you see someone's hobby stuff and you go, ooh, I want to do that. I want to do stuff. That's always the best kind of hobby. That's always fun. Yeah, I have a friend that paints the most amazing things, and other people don't paint stuff. And stuff. Job to get the table up after watching. I think you cut off then. How to keep someone in suspense. Watching my ... I'm just like, watching your what? Florida man. I've been to Florida. I work for an American company. I'm a business analyst, so I work from home, but sometimes they send us out to conferences. So I've been to... I'm terrible at American geography, even though I work for an American company. I went to Mystic Dunes, which I believe is Orlando. Yeah, I went to Orlando because our free day out was the one of the theme parks. I'm not a big theme park person, but it had like Spider-Man Village and Marvel. It had Jurassic Park, which was absolutely insane. That is amazing. I love that. Walking through that, it's a massive park. It was great. So yeah, I've been to Florida. So if they ever send me out again, I'm going to look you up. Brothers Battle Tabletop Tactics. Yeah. Oh yeah, Craig, you were on. I think you were the first person here, or something like that. You or Kai. You were very. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm here for the entire length of the film. It seems, which is longer than I thought it would be. Just gone past 2 hours. Yeah. Oh well, thank you very much. You're always very kind about my little kit bash and stuff, Ben. I think it's my favorite part of the hobby. Yeah, I am. Yeah, hobby first, kit bashing first, and then gaming. Basically, I've got a million teams that I've made that will never see play, but I've made them and I've had so much fun making them that it's felt like playing. And I've been watching stuff while I've been doing it, so it feels like I'm still part of the game hobby world, even if I'm not doing it. Army that I've been rushing to get to the table just to lose them fast. It kind of after watching. Oh, there you go. Okay, so I'm going to read the top bit. After watching my army that I've been rushing to get to the tabletop just to lose them fast, kind of open my eyes. I want to paint my models to the best ability rather than rush them. That's me. Is it different? I went through a change. Not like a spiritual change or anything else. I went through a stage of painting stuff as like to the best of my ability. And I've painted, like, for example, these guys. I'm doing ages. I'm doing non-metallic metals on them, and I'm spending a long time to make them look beautiful. But I went through a change recently where I just wanted to play with stuff, and I just thought I want to get stuff tabletop ready, good enough that when I do a close in, it looks good, and I still paint eyes and pupils. So I guess, like, I don't know, my tabletop stand is different, but that's my aim, to get them done quickly. And I found oil washers are really good for that. Really good for that. Yeah, it's puberty. That's what the voice is. The goofy poxwalker, plague bearer voice is me breaking every now and then. It's just like, oh. That's the right one just dropped. Orlando's about an hour away if you're ever in the area. Well, you said arena. Must be an American thing. I will let you know. I don't believe you, Star Strider. I don't believe there's any Florida men that want to talk about Kill Team. I've heard of a good channel that's very similar to Brothers Battle Tabletop Tactics here. Very good channel as well, Battle Brothers Tabletop. He's in Florida. He likes to talk about it. Not sure who he is, though. Graham, I think his name is. He's Graham, and he likes to talk about Kill Team. I've done nothing. I've done no hobbying. Hobbity was a mix between puberty and hobbying, just so you know. That's how my mind works, or fails to work, I guess. They're on the last push. Oh, Ben's going. All those digs about his channel's name. I know. I knew it was the area. I was only joking. Yeah, it was. Well, thanks for dropping by, man. It was lovely to speak to you, buddy. I shall see you later. We're almost at the end now. She's basically killing Queen Mama Alien. And then I really have to tidy the house. I think probably tidying the house is the next thing on the list. Because I'll be in trouble if I don't tidy the house. Because, you know, she'd be cracking the whip. I left you to do one job, she said. One job. One thing. I mean, that one thing is tidy the entire house. So, but, you know, she still claims it's one thing. I've got to keep her sweet, though, because she does all the good voice acting on the narrative stuff. So Emma, my partner. I say partner, makes me sound like, I don't know. I don't like saying girlfriend, and we're technically not married, so we just live in sin. Yeah, my partner Emma does all the voices, so I've got to keep her sweet, so she'll keep doing the voices, because the Battle Sister voices were awesome. So I need her. Plus, she plays the guard. She's playing the Imperium for the entire campaign. So I also need to keep her sweet for that. Otherwise she'll pull that. She'll be like, no. No more. Well, that looks kind of good. It's not exactly what I wanted. I wanted a little dreadlock thing. Whew. I think the next thing is going to be a better camera. Because this camera is not great for these things. I could get a different, like a macro lens, maybe. Might do a nice background. Yeah. Things to work on for sure. But it's been better than I thought it was. I could do. Who would I use though? Who's the optimal mini to tidy a house? Probably a flamer, right? Or a melter. Just to be like, oh, I've got to do the washing, and then melter guy comes along and just like, washing's gone. Also the cabinet's gone, and the sink's gone, so it's just spouting water. And then you're like, gee, thanks, melter man. Thanks a bunch. Now there's a hole where my house was. But I don't have to do any tidying up, because the house is dead. But yeah. That could be something. I think it's been quite interesting doing a live stream. Never done it before. And I've always thought I would try at one point just to see if I could do it. I think I'd have to work on the setup a little bit. Like, I don't know, like this is a little bit, I don't know if you can see, this is the corner of my desk that I've kind of marked out a little bit. And obviously the camera's failing. Pardon me. Failing to work. But it's just a lazy Sunday. I don't know if you guys are having a lazy Sunday. And we're back. That wasn't so long. I don't know what happened there. I guess it disconnected a little bit. But we're back. Let's have a look. How long have I got before Emma's back home? That's really going to decide what happens. I've got a bit of time. I might try and finish them. I've done very little in terms of this. Ooh. Anyway, hello to the remaining chat. I don't know what you guys are doing this lovely Sunday. I'm not sure what you guys, we've got fog rolled in, so there's zero visibility, so it is absolutely just rubbish outside. So there's not much to do. Like I say, Emma's out and I've got to tidy the house. Oh. No, that looks stupid. It could be better. Oh, tastes weird. Tastes like cherry lip balm. Right. Well, I think this has been a successful test of a stream. That being said, I have no idea how it went or how bad the audio peaked at any one point. So I'm probably going to have to rewatch it and see. So we'll see. Isaac saying he's having a lazy Sunday too. Best kind of Sundays. Oh, I'm hitting this. Best kind of Sunday with nothing else going on. That's what I like. Yeah. Do like a lazy Sunday. That's Emma up there. That's me with hair. And that's Conan the Barbarian. Yeah. I think I'm going to get a coffee. Yeah. So I think I'm going to get a coffee now. But I guess thanks for joining. It's weird because this will have no post-production at all, which is, I guess, my thing. This is it. It's done. Thanks so much for joining. It was a test. I didn't really anticipate anything to happen. I just wanted to see if it would work. And Bass has been very helpful. I doubt you'll come back and watch it because you were in it. So why would you? But thanks for the advice. Thanks for everyone who stopped by in the chat.
yeah, thanks very much. I hope you have a nice hobby day, a nice lazy Sunday, as I'm having here. And I guess I will stop the stream. I don't think there's any elegant way of stopping a stream, because I have to reach. And now I'm going to stop it. Thanks very much, everyone. See you next time.